so much fun. It brings back the games like Family Feud, Sale of the Century, Name That Lyric. It is so much fun for everyone.
And good evening, everybody. I hope you are all having a wonderful day so far. Hope you all had some fun today on a day off, or if you're going to work, I hope you've enjoyed work. I don't know if that's really something that you can say, but oh well. I hope you've enjoyed work if you've been at work. Welcome to your evening's trivia spectacular special, thingy. Your entertainment for the evening. My name is Josh, and I am here, as always, with Darren. Say hi.
Hi!
There he is. And we are going to play some trivia tonight. Now, just going to wait for a little bit to make sure people get on. Just a reminder to everybody that to actually get onto our game today, you do require a ticket code that you would have bought previously during the week. You can't actually buy it now as it's too late to get in, but you will need to put the PIN code in first. The PIN code is 20014, which should be up there, and I can see it on my screen over here. And after you put that PIN code in, it will then ask you for your ticket code. So, with that, we're going to have people just coming in here. I'm just going to take a moment to talk about the fact that we are here on the wondrous location called YouTube, and because we are here on YouTube, we need to have a discussion about exactly how the YouTube live system works. Basically, if you hover your mouse over the YouTube feed, you will see a small circular button at the bottom of the screen with the word live next to it in capital letters, just so you know that it's there. If that light is red, that means you are live, well, as live as you can be. With the game, there will always be a bit of delay, even if, you are live. You'll be as live as possible, and that's exactly what you want to be. If the circle is grey, then you'll want to click on the live button to make sure that it is red so that you're back to being live again. I would suggest making sure all the kids are off the Wi-Fi and whatnot so that you can have a smooth experience from here on out. All right, so with that little bit out of the way, let's have a look at how many teams we have here. We have 23 teams currently in, but that will always, as always, rise up as we have come in. So, as always, you can join the quiz at any point. We're going to play that countdown music right about now. It's everyone's favourite tune. Let's give it a listen and shake our heads and dance. Like my dance moves, I've got a nice little thing right there. All right, so just a couple of things to say before we get started with the first question. This is a game show. It's a trivia show. Essentially, because it's trivia, we want to test what you know, not what Google knows. So we don't want you to cheat, search anything into Google. We are using mobile phones as buzzers. However, that doesn't mean that you can quickly flip over to Google to say something. So search something, quickly flick back. Let's have a go. Besides this, no colluding with other teams. This is all about what you and your team knows. With that being said, let us get started. We have the right, as always, to disable any teams that we think or have shown that are not following these rules. All right, so we have a nice little, just a practice question right here. So this question here, we just want you to tell us what your YouTube delay is in seconds. Now, how this is going to work, we want you to look at your app, and we want you to look at your YouTube stream. On the app, you will have a countdown timer on there as well. It's pretty simple. I'm going to hit go here. You have 30 seconds for this question. I would watch for a little bit. We want to make sure that this is as accurate as possible so we have a good idea of when we can start questions and when we can move on to next questions with basically everyone. So, we want it to be about as quickly as possible. So we want it to be about 1 to 3 or 4 to 5. 6 to 8 is alright. Anything past that point is almost done when there's going to be more issues, more for you than for us. if that ever happens, just make sure that you're on live on YouTube and you can have a look. Okay, so this is what we got here. Ooh, okay, we have some interesting numbers here tonight. Looks like we have a very low amount on 1 to 3 or 4 to 5, 6 to 8. A lot of teams on 9 to 12 tonight. I'm just looking at our data over here, YouTube-wise. And it looks like we're fine here. We're not dropping any frames or anything. So could be an issue with just YouTube being YouTube today. So hopefully that won't be too bad. I'll try and slow it down just a bit so that we can get a general idea. But for most of this, you'll probably want to make sure that you are looking at your phone, at your app, so that we have a good idea of when things come up and when questions come up. You'll be able to answer most questions just from the app alone. All right. So we have round 1 right here. We have 25 points per correct answer here. Set amount of points. No changes here. You will lose 5 points per incorrect answer. Just make sure that at any point, if you are, make sure that your YouTube is live. It's entirely possible that your YouTube has dropped out of live when we have started it up here. All right, so let's get started with the first few questions. We're going to slow it. Just maybe do it a bit slower tonight. It seems like we've had some issues here. We'll give it a few questions just to see how bad it is. If it's really bad, we'll give it a restart, but hopefully it won't be overly bad. All right, so let's start off with the first question. Where did the Titanic sink in 1912? We have North Atlantic, North Pacific, South Atlantic, and South Pacific. 4 choices here. Could go any way. Alright, so we have North Atlantic here. North Atlantic is the right answer. That's where the Titanic sunk in 1912. Yes, that is the intention. The app is supposed to start before the timer. That's how the app works. The app is connected directly to our system here. YouTube is always going to be a bit delayed. There's nothing that we can do about YouTube being delayed. That's always the case. All right. So having issues delay-wise, I reckon we could restart the stream and we'll see if that...
All right, everyone, we'll give us like 5 minutes. We'll try restarting the stream and we'll go from there. All right, so